So the Brooklyn Nets defeated the Atlanta Hawks 108 to 107 tonight. Great game from guys like Kevin Durant and Kyrie. Both of them leading the charge for the team. And, guys like Nick Claxton and Ben Simmons playing their roles pretty well in the team. It's a good mix of guys that know the role, but also guys that can score at will. So we're going to go over the box score, talking about the Hawks and the Nets, talking about overall the Nets as a team, because they've been looking a lot better recently. And talking about what's going to be happening with them in the future. So what's up? My name is JDC. If you like what you see, drop a like down below, subscribe to the channel. I'd appreciate it. And let's just get right into it. So Kevin Durant, 26 points, 16 rebounds, and 8 assists with 2 blocks on 8 of 17 from the field and 1 of 4 from 3. KD, this season, 30 points and 7 rebounds with 5 assists. He can definitely be a guy in the MVP conversation. Guys like Luka Doncic, guys like Giannis, Jokic, Joel Embiid, Jason Tatum, all these guys are going to be throw-ins for the MVP. And I think you can even throw in Kevin Durant too. He's shooting the ball at around 56% from the field and 37% from 3. Great numbers for a guy that's 34. He's getting up there in age, obviously. He's been on the Nets for, I want to say, like 3 years now. Yeah, I think 3 years now. He's also throwing in basically a block and a half a game. So yeah, KD alongside Kyrie, both these guys are going to be the vets on this team, leading the charge. And with both of them on the floor, they've been looking a lot better. With Kyrie, I think he was out for some time with some stuff that happened on social media, I want to say. KD, I don't even think he's been injured too much of this season. Yeah, he hasn't been injured too much. The Nets have played, 34 games, and he's played 33. So KD, in a full healthy season, essentially, he's been pretty great for them. Kyrie, with all of his stuff outside of that, as a player individually, he's one of the, most talented players on the floor. So looking at some other guys, Kyrie Irving, like I said, 28 points, 8 assists, and 5 rebounds. Nick Claxton, 17 points and 10 rebounds with 6 blocks. We'll talk about Claxton here in a bit. Royce O'Neal, 7 points and 4 rebounds with 1 assist. And finally, Ben Simmons to end off the starting lineup with 10 points and 5 rebounds with 2 assists. So Claxton, he's having a very strong season, and I think he could be a throw-in for the most improved player. 12 points per game, 8 rebounds, and 1 assist. I think he's leading the NBA in field goal percentages at 74%, which is great to see. They also have another league leader in three-point percentage, which is Utah Watanabe, which I will be talking about later. But Claxton, I think he's having a good MIP season, essentially, and I think he could be a throw-in for the most improved player award. So looking at the bench, we got TJ Warren, 2 points and 2 rebounds with 1 assist. He's been, I think, one of their more important pieces off the bench. Someone that's going to give them a good scoring spark off the bench. He also threw in 2 blocks a game. So good to see TJ Warren finally healthy again. And when he's hot from the field, he's also a pretty great scorer in his own right. He didn't have too many shots today. Only had 5 shots, only made 1. So TJ Warren, when he's healthy, he's one of the, I wouldn't say the best scorers, but definitely an underrated scorer. But Utah Watanabe, like I said, 4 points and 3 rebounds. Only played 23 minutes and had 6 shots. So I would like to see Utah have more shots in the game. He's a pretty important player to this Nets team. He's one of the best, if not, I think he's the highest 3-point percentage shooter in the league right now. So looking at his stats, 8 points and 3 rebounds. He's shooting the 3 ball at 54%, which is great to see, and also shooting 57% from the field. So Utah, definitely a pretty valuable piece off the bench for this team. Patty Mills had 12 points in 12 minutes, which is great to see. 3 from 3 for the field, and he only made 3 pointers today. Wow, pretty great. So also threw in a rebound. So Patty Mills, he's getting up there in age too. I think he's also 34 alongside KD. So he's a guy that's going to be, handling the ball off the bench. Him and Sumner are both guys that are going to be handling the ball. But, he's been doing a pretty okay job of it as of late. Sumner, I definitely like what I saw from Sumner in the preseason. And even right now, he definitely has a lot of potential to become a good backup point guard. I think with the Nets, there's just a lot of spaces on the team that are already filled, essentially. So, and Seth Curry had 2 points in 7 minutes. So Curry's been falling off in and out of the rotation. He's been pretty injury prone, I want to say. So, Seth Curry, he's a good shooter, but, if he's not able to stay healthy on the court, then you can't really utilize him as a good 3-point shooter. So, I don't know. The Nets, they're in a good position right now. They were playing some good defense today, and, in the fourth, they almost choked it. They had, a 10-point lead with, 5 minutes left in the quarter, and then the Hawks started coming back. So, yeah, the Nets, they got to take care of the ball a little bit more. For this team, I definitely would like to see a better small forward because, Royce O'Neal, 35 minutes, 7 points and 4 rebounds. I mean, 3-6 from the field and 1-4 from 3. Isn't going to cut it. I would go a lot younger. I got like a Kenny Martin Jr. who I know has been linked to this team. I got like a John Collins would also be pretty great. You know, someone that can create his own shot at the 4 position. So you guys can let me know what you guys think about this Nets team, what they need to do to improve their roster. Because I think right now they're in a position to win. In terms of the playoffs, I mean, I'm looking at this team, comparing them to teams like the Bucks, like the Sixers. I mean, I don't know. It's definitely hard to determine, you know, considering their past and what's happened in the past. But I feel like this team could definitely go all the way in the East. I mean, they have a strong case. You know, KD's playing at a high level, finally healthy. Kyrie coming back, he's playing at a high level. Ben Simmons having some great in and out plays. I mean, he's had some pretty good overall games with the Nets this season. And, you know, with their bench being as strong as it is, they definitely could go all the way in the East. So you guys let me know what you think about the Nets. That's the end, and I'm out. Peace.